Boxing Live here. DJ Boxing Live here.
And this is it's a great opportunity for me. I want to fight at least 3-4 times a year. So you know, we're well on our way to making that goal now.
How much respect do you have for this man who's been in the ring, has obviously been a world champion at 2 weights as well, and has been in the ring with some really big names, Carl Froch, Andre Ward, and obviously Ramirez recently as well. How much respect do you have for him?
I respect every fighter. It's anybody that steps into the ring has my respect. He's done in his career, but this is my time now. And this is the next generation. I've been preparing my whole life to fight the best. You know, and now I've got an opportunity here to fight one of the top super middleweights in the world, and to really make my stamp on the division. So I'm ready.
And what do you make of his style from what you've seen when you've watched him?
He's strong. He's strong. He's a come-forward fighter, but he's one-dimensional. He's very good in that one dimension, but a one-dimensional fighter can't beat him. I see a lot of holes in his game, and I'm going to exploit those holes ruthlessly.
Arthur, you're one-dimensional, Chris says.
Ich habe meine eigene divisionale Taktik. Das ist unser System. Wir haben nicht so 20 Taktiken, wir haben eine, die korrekt.
Yes, I have one dimension, one tactic. We don't have 20 different tactics. We have one and that's the right one.
But you're not concerned that Chris says you only have one tactic and he knows how to beat it?
Das ist unsere Taktik. Wir gehen mit unserer Taktik durch dick und dünn. Und wir gewinnen mit der Taktik, wie mein Trainer Uli Wegner macht.
That's our tactic. It's a tactic that we use, and it's a tactic that we win with, as my trainer will tell you.
You've got a very good, you've fought a lot of British boxers. You lost to Carl Froch, but you've beaten a lot of the others. You've beaten Martin Murray, and you've beaten Paul Smith as well. How confident are you when you come up against a British boxer in particular?
Was man gemacht hat, ist gut. Und was man nicht gemacht hat, ist auch gut. Das ist alles Vergangenheit. Man muss immer neu beweisen. Und das ist das Wichtigste, was man jetzt beweisen muss. Alles, was gut war oder schlecht war, ist schon vorbei. Man muss immer neu beweisen.
Whatever is in the past, whether it was good or bad, you have to prove yourself again and again.
When you have a look at the box ratings, which a lot of people do as a sort of independent judges of these things, you're 4 and 5 in the super middleweight rankings. Does this feel like the right fight at the right time for you?
Yes, this is. I said after I won the world title, you know, I want to fight the best now. I'm at the stage of my career where I need to be fighting the best or fighting for titles. He's very highly ranked in the super middleweight division. I'm not a super middleweight. I'm a middleweight. I walk around at 12 stones. But my ability, my passion, my speed, my determination enables me to, you know, surpass or, you know, it counteracts the weight. So I'm not worried about fighting a bigger man. You know, I have a game plan here. I know the type of fighter he is, and I know what I need to do to beat him.
You prefer fighting at super middle, even though maybe you say you're more naturally middleweight. You prefer the super middleweight.
There is no preference. I don't have a preference. It's I want titles and I want names. And I want you know, the fights that are going to bring me the you know, they're gonna build my legacy and make me the most money. And this is a great opportunity here against a man like EUBANK to silence some of the haters. Let's put it that way.
You feel you've got some out there?
Just a few, 1 or 2.
Why's that? Why do you think they're out there?
I've had haters, doubters, naysayers, you know, from the moment I stepped into the ring 5 years ago, 5-6 years ago. You know, that's part and parcel of the sport. You know, I guess this is a fight that you could say, we'll silence 1 or 2 of them, because you know, some people like to say that I haven't been tested or, well, yeah, I haven't been tested, and you can't say that against a man like him.
Do you use that as a motivation? What people say about you, what you read occasionally?
Does it motivate me? say that. It's something I've dealt with my entire career. You know, people saying that I'm only where I am because of my father, and if it wasn't for the opportunities I've been given, I wouldn't be where I am today. But as I've said before, it doesn't matter what your name is. If you can't fight, you can't fight. You can't inspire the public. You can't have people respect what you're doing, and the amount of followers I have, the amount of interest I bring to the sport. It doesn't matter what your name is. If you can't fight, then you're not going to generate any of that. So I don't really read too much into that. All I do is focus on what I need to do to be the best fighter I can be.
There may well be a decision on this quite soon. Do you want this to be a final eliminator for the IBF title?
Like I said, I want the belts. Groves, the Gale. These are the fights that I deserve to be in, and beating Arthur Abraham will solidify that claim. And I'm sure we'll be able to get those fights on, this year, if not early next year.
Talk so much about his tactics now. I'll show you all when I'm in the ring.
Okay. Anybody like to ask some questions from the floor?
Actually, what he needs is the champions, but I've done such a comprehensive job in building Junior to be what he is now. Him being built, I now step back. So you will see me actually not being so much in the forefront. But the fact that he has been built comprehensively, it seems that the job is being done so well that the champions don't want to fight him.
Do you think they're running scared?
Well, why will the Gale not fight him? We've been calling him out. He's been offered vast amounts of money to fight Junior. No, that's not right for an IBF champion. If you're a champion, you defend your title. I mean, who else does he have to fight? They're running. So my job is done. Now I'm stepping back. He has all he needs. The great warrior we have here in Arthur Abraham. See now, as far as boxing and the fraternity is concerned, they will say, "Oh, it's a tough fight." I don't think it is. I think he's again in danger, as they all are. And so, talk is cheap. I will now step back and let him do what he does. Let me just rephrase that. I will now step back and let him do what he do.
Chris Jr., this is a record to be respected, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Two-weight world champion 3 times, age 37, and has met over 50 fights as he has.
Yes.
In with the very best in the world.
Yes.
This is a man who knows exactly what he's doing.
Have you ever heard the term Panzer tank?
I heard the words, yeah.
So it's a German tank.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's what he is. He is a proper warrior. And the performance he will now deliver it may shine a little light on what his team have been building for these years. And after the fight, we are looking for the best. We're looking for the champions. It may seem as though we're quiet right now. We're quiet because we know they will not fight us. So we'll keep on plugging away.
Well, James DeGale may have no choice quite soon. If you were to win this and the IBF do decree this to be a final eliminator, he has to fight.
I don't want to have my son arguing with me about Fs. No Fs, he's not dealing with Fs. We are plowing through this. Let me rephrase. Junior is plowing through. My job now is done.
Your job is done, is it?
Yes, and I step back now.
You're going to step back?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. What about Arthur when he said that he basically has one tactic? Are you thinking that's not such a good idea? You need a little bit more in your box than that?
You know, his tactic, he's a come forward warrior of the highest caliber. And this will probably have him in a great deal of trouble, to put it lightly. Can't do that with him. You can't come forward with this one idea of you know, he's a tank. This is a warship. This is a carrier. Okay, so there you are.
You can't come forward just with this one idea, Christina is saying.
Sagt, redet theoretisch gut, aber sein Sohn wird nicht noch zu, es tut mit seinen Händen dann. Papa ist gut.
In theory, what you're saying is good, but your son isn't listening
He doesn't auch
He doesn't because he knows. He doesn't listen because he knows. Didn't tell him.
Sagt theoretisch sind alle stark, also im Ring wird anders sein.
In theory, everyone is strong, but in the ring we'll see how it really pans out.
Okay, well, I've given my humble prediction.
Dann soll er Notre Dame arbeiten. Dann könnte er Notre Dame sein, sagt alles schon voraus.
You can say whatever you want. You can forecast anything you want.
I have.
Let's finish with your humble prediction. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Well, but he will get stopped. That's what Junior said, and I believe he will do just that. And he's only going to do that because he's going to allow him to, because he's going to come for it.
Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. What are ones upstairs in the Rumble School? Thank you.
DJ Boxing Live here. DJ Boxing Live here.